Hi, Grandma Debbie here. So today we are making a 5-ingredient chicken casserole. So I've got my oven preheating and I'm boiling some water, and because we're going to be using, one of the ingredients is top ramen noodles. So it's chicken flavored, so we're going to get started. My water's getting ready to, just about ready to add the noodles. All right, so let's get going on this. Okay, so I got a little bit of water boiling, getting ready to boil, and I'm going to be adding the noodles as soon as the water comes to a full boil. I'm not going to add the seasoning packet, so you're going to remove the seasoning packet from the package. And my water is now boiling, so I'm going to add my noodles to it, and then we're going to cook it until they are soft, which should take no time at all to get it done. All right, I'm going to throw this away. Okay, so the 5 ingredients are top ramen noodles, chicken. I'm actually going to use canned chicken for this, and it's chicken noodle or cream of chicken soup, the seasoning packet, and I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, and saltines. So this is a quick little recipe that you can do after work. My oven is being preheated to 350, and it should take no time at all to get these noodles cooked. It didn't say, the recipe didn't say if I needed to break them up or not, so I'm not going to break them up. I just stuck them in here whole, and we'll see what happens. Right? So do you ever eat top ramen noodles? If so, how do you eat them? Do you eat them in a soup form, or do you cook them and then drain them and eat them that way? Usually if I'm going to have top ramen, I cook them in the water and I season the water with the seasoning packet. Then I drain everything, and then I add Parmesan cheese on top. And that's usually the way I do it. I rarely ever eat it as a soup. But I know you can, and I know you can do all kinds of other things with these. All right, it looks like the noodles are just about cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drain them, and then I'm going to bring you over to the other side of the kitchen where we're going to mix everything together. Okay. Okay, so the noodles, I just drained them. I'm going to grab them. I'm going to dump them in the bowl. Now I'm cutting this recipe in half because it's just my husband and I, and we don't need the full recipe, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so I'm going to grease our pan. Once again, since I'm cutting in half, I'm using a smaller casserole dish, and I'm going to grease it. So that's ready to go. And then in the bowl I added my noodles, and then I'm going to add the seasoning packet now. Well, maybe I am, if I can get it to open. The heck. Okay, so I've added the seasoning packet, and now I'm going to add chicken. I'm going to do a cup of chicken, and like I said, I'm just using canned chicken. This is what I'm using. I get it from Costco. to go drain it as I make a huge mess all over the counter. Okay, so I need a cup of this. So I'm going to get out a cup. I'm going to kind of flake it a little bit too, so it's not such large chunks, because there's a pretty good sized chunks coming out of this thing. And how many ounces is this? I might just dump the whole thing in there. Oh yeah, I'm just going to dump it. So I've got the noodles seasoning packet. I'm going to stir it up a little bit, break up some of that chicken because it's huge pieces coming out of there. You can also do a chicken breast, cook a chicken breast, or you can use rotisserie chicken. Whatever you happen to have on hand is what you can use. So you're not limited to canned chicken. You can use whatever you want. You can even probably go without chicken. Use turkey, whatever you happen to have. Okay, now I'm going to add the cream of chicken soup. And it's just 1 can of this. So thick. That up. And then I'm going to add a cup of frozen vegetables in here as well. So I'm going to grab those from the freezer. You can use whatever kind of vegetables you want. I'm using a mixed vegetable. I'm going to do a cup. And then I'm going to mix it up. But like I said, you can use whatever you want. If you just want corn, use corn. Just if you want green beans, use green beans. Whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to mix this all up and get it all mixed together. Can you see it? It's coming together. Maybe I should have broken the noodles up. Kind of clumping. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I've got it pretty much mixed together, as you can tell. So I'm going to dump it into the casserole dish. That's a thick little glob here. My dog was right behind me, probably waiting for me to drop something so he could have it. Okay, so I've spread it around the pan. Oh, my oven just preheated. Okay, so now I'm going to take the saltines and I'm going to crumble them up. It says to do a cup, but I'm just going to crumble until I think that I have enough on top. You can also use breadcrumbs if you want. It's up to you what you use. So you just want to crumble them up, get them all over the casserole dish and all over the counter. so this is going to go into the oven for 35 minutes. And this is what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to pop this into the oven, clean up my huge mess, and then I will bring you back in 30 minutes when it's cooked. All right, I'll see you in 30 minutes or 35 minutes, whatever. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I just got it out of the oven. It's nice and hot, and the crackers browned up on top. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what could I do different? And I'm thinking, you know those crackers that I can't remember the name of them, that have that chicken flavor? Maybe those would be really good on top. If not, maybe some breadcrumbs. That would probably be really good on top. Maybe a little bit of cheese. So, you know, if you make this, make it your own. Do whatever you want to do. As I told you, I cut the recipe in half because it's just my husband and I. And it's generally made for 4 people. But looking at it, I'm thinking that we're going to probably get a couple meals out of it. You can always double up the recipe if you need to for your family, whatever you need to do. It's completely up to you. You could probably, you know, just make it normal, the normal recipe if you want to try that. So let me know if you make this. Let me know if you made any kind of alterations to the recipe, and if so, maybe I would incorporate those changes. So, so we're gonna get ready to eat. I'll probably let it cool for just a minute or two because it's really hot. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share. All right, I hope that you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey. Bye.